All right, everybody. Welcome to Taster Events. Welcome to Not the Same. It's going to be great. I can't wait. This is a hat in time. This is going to be any percent. We've got Chris. We've got Dregon. We've got AKA Chris, AKA ChZdk. My bad. All right.
Well,
So,
sorry.
what do we have looking forward to us today with a hat in time?
Well, thank you. First of all, thank you so much for that introduction, Seafood. What's up, guys? I am ChZdk. For those who don't know, I also go by Chris. Or the word I don't know if is family friendly enough to say on stream, so I'm not gonna say it. But but yeah,
Nah,
this is a hat in time any percent. For those of you who don't know A Hat in Time, it's basically kind of like Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine, where you have different hub worlds and you go around and get different collectibles to advance through the game. And with me today, helping me out with the commentary and hopefully giving you guys a good time, I have my good friend and partner in crime, Dregon.
What's up, everyone? I'm Dregon. I'm also a Sadix speedrunner, and I'm gonna be commentating together with Chris here for Hat in Time. So yeah, really excited to show you to have Chris show you guys this game.
Yeah, well, without further ado, I actually just want to go ahead and start the run.
Yeah.
So let's go in 3, 2, 1, and the timer will start as soon as this screen timer didn't start. I just checked it like 2 times.
Technical difficulties always happens during the streams.
Why did it not
during
start? It's not
when it
supposed
matters.
to do that. It's not supposed to do that.
Just put the Jeopardy music in here while we have people waiting for the technical difficulties fixed.
Oh god, oh god.
All you fellow speedrunners out there know all about this. Sometimes it do be happening.
It will take 2 minutes to fix it, don't worry. And we have plenty of estimate, so
Just don't we don't use your timer anyway, just don't worry about it.
Yeah, the timer's actually going already, I think.
Yeah, we have a timer going.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Should it just go then? And don't care about splits?
Yeah, just go.
Alright. Well, first run of the of the marathon already goes wrong. And we have the
Awesome.
and timers going. Let's go. Alright.
Let's go. Nice.
Okay, let's begin from the beginning now. So this is A Hat in Time, as I mentioned. And we are going into our first stage, which is Welcome to Mafia Town. Here we are gonna be, yeah, do you just quickly, before I'm explaining how the game works, go over the movement tech?
Yeah, so this game has movement kind of similar to if you took Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine and kind of slammed it together. You have this dive, which Chris is doing here. And if he times this dive perfectly, actually, he is able to get some speed from it. And what he's doing right here is he is actually crafting a hat while the timepiece is appearing so that he can collect it even faster. And this game has multiple different hats that you collect. And just because that's an emote that he uses to clip through floor and stuff like that. You'll see that other places in the game. It's really funny.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again right here, actually.
Oh, yeah. But this game has all these different hats that you collect, which give you different abilities. And he is able to craft those during some cutscenes in the game.
Right.
But
we might as well just mention why I'm booping. So for some reason, in the DLC of A Hat in Time, they added emotes, and one of those emotes was boop. I don't know. I don't think the community know either. But for some reason, the boop just breaks HatKit in many ways, and I will be able to utilize boop to, first of all, move through cutscenes, but also clip through some walls and some other stuff later on in the run. So
it gets really funky.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are in for a treat. But yeah, as you're seeing here, the movement in this game is very, very fluid. It feels absolutely amazing to control. Props to the developers. And you can dive like this to reach places. Cancel the dive to be able to wall run without bonking. And you got double jumps as well. When you're sprinting, you actually only have one jump, but you jump way further. So there's a lot of different movement options.
Yeah, exactly.
And there again, he crafted a hat during the cutscene.
Yeah, and yeah, because so basically I can craft hats during any, not cutscenes, but I would say mini intermissions inside the hot world, and that basically just saves us a huge amount of time. Instead of us having to wait for the animation to play, we can just do it while the game is actually doing something else.
And some story info here, if you guys are wondering what we're doing here and why we're covered in black goo. Basically, we're like covered in black goo, and then get up here, and this guy thinks we're an alien, and so he's running away from us scared, and he leads us straight to the timepiece because he's so scared of us. Poor guy.
He's scared of a little girl, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be.
I feel bad for him.
I feel bad for all the Mafia. The Mafia are so great in this game. They like speak like, they always, instead of saying me, they say Mafia. So Mafia's mad, you know, and stuff like that.
Also,
they're really great.
Yeah, also you think they're evil, but actually they're pretty nice.
Yeah, they are. Oh no, this is the
and
hardest.
Here we have Barrel Battle. We're coming up to the first, let's just call it a mini-boss, because it's technically not an actual boss. I would at least say, but this boss can be pretty hard sometimes, and you will see why.
Yeah, yeah, it's really difficult.
So first of all, we're just gonna have to beat these crocs right here, and I can, if I throw a brewer bomb on them before they land, they will take one hit. And I can use that to basically, you see how they're turning red right there. So instead of having them turn red twice and waste a lot of time, I can throw a brewer at them at the start to damage them. And then afterwards I can just hit them. And here we're coming into the really hard part. This Mafia guy's gonna throw some barrels, and we're just gonna sit here actually.
That was very well executed by Chris there. He got the frame perfect placement there to avoid the barrels. That is very, very hard to do, guys. I'm incredibly impressed with this gamer moment. Can we get some POC champs in the chat for Chris for getting this very, very hard trick down first try?
Yeah, so basically we're just staying here and waiting for him to actually waste all his barrels, because even okay, I got hit there.
Yeah, see, he got hit there, so that just shows you that
we can hit him early to make him take damage, and he should die in the next 3 hits. There we go, and we can collect the third timepiece. Sorry.
Yeah, well done, well done. That was really scary. Okay, well, jokes aside, that boss is free.
It is. Wait, why am I booping? You basically just stand in place, and nothing much else will actually happen. But now, on the serious note here, we're actually coming on to an actual difficult boss with a little bit of RNG involved, which is Mafia Boss. Yeah, his name is Mafia Boss, I'm not kidding.
He's basically Gordon Ramsay when he gets mad.
True. So we're gonna save the red hooded girl here, who we met in the first level. She's gonna be an interesting character and have something later on, but we will touch on that whenever it gets in.
Some plot information real quick could be like that her name is Mustache Girl, and she basically teams up with you to take down the Mafia.
Alright, so here we want to get this bucket, and okay.
Oh.
Yeah, well...
Did your game just lag?
Yeah. But nice, okay, we got it.
Okay, nice.
So, yeah. What you just saw there was totally intentional. I made the game lag on purpose. Yes, I know it's weird, but we allowed. So, we have a... what can I say? A program that's bound to a button, so whenever I press this button, the game is gonna lag like crazy. And we can use that to break the game in a few different ways, as you will see later on. But right now, you just saw me lagging there to delay the gate closing so I can get go in and take that timepiece. Actually, not the timepiece, but that yarn. And here we
The
just
thing,
did boss skip, which like not boss skip but fight skip, which basically skips the fight right before the boss here. And Dragon, would you just want to explain this boss while I do?
Yeah, so basically this boss has a couple different attacks he can do. He has the spinning attack there. He has a lightning attack here, where you have to jump to avoid it. And then you threw the brewer, pushing on him to damage him. Now he's gonna throw some sandbags, and it's random how many times he does this attack. I believe that was a good cycle.
It was. I only got once.
Yeah. Okay. Right. And yeah, he has a couple different attacks. The spinning lightning attack here again. He also has an attack where he creates a giant ball that you can get up on early and damage him on. And then he also has an attack where he kind of throws like his two things he holds in his hands. I don't remember exactly what it is, but like kind of throw them like boomerangs. There it is.
Those look like chainsaws, actually. Wait, this game is supposed to be kid-friendly. Why does he has chainsaws?
Oh, if this game is supposed to be kid-friendly, there's a certain level in this game I think should not exist.
Oh, you're talking about Queen Man. Yeah, we'll get to
yeah.
that. Like, we'll touch on that later. Okay, so we're done with this second phase here. Now in the third phase, he will try to create the Mafia Ball, which is basically a ball made of all his Mafia goons. And we can get on top of that, as you just saw right there, and hit him early. Normally you're just supposed to wait to enter a little gap in the ball to get up and hit him. But why waste extra time when we could just, you know, smack him early? Alright, so he did his second. He's gonna spin here. I missed him, unfortunately. And he's gonna do his second Mafia Ball. See if I can get on top again. Nice.
Nice.
And he's dead.
Yeah, that's something also that you saw there that we haven't really touched upon, but is also a really, really good attack in this game, is kind of like a homing attack. A lot of you Sonic players, of course, know everything about that move. It basically functions as a homing attack. You home in on an enemy, but kind of like a dive. A little bit slower startup as well, but really, really good for damaging this boss, for example.
Yeah, well, we're actually done with the first chapter for now, like the first hub world, so to say. And we're moving on to Deadbird Studio. What is happening to my mouse? We're gonna fix that in a moment. Alright. And Deadbird Studio, there's nothing particular about this stage actually, but it's very satisfying if done well, because it has a lot of movement tech in it. And I will just see if I can get through this without too many mistakes.
Nice.
I can cheat the jump and get up to the vent.
Yeah,
And,
this stage
also,
is
let's play a game
swag.
here. How much do you think I'm going to get fined, Dree? Because, you know, we're actually illegally breaking into a movie studio.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting more taxes here than, I don't know, Yoshi. But kind of like Yoshi, you're not paying any of them, actually. So, I don't know how many taxes you're gonna, like how many, like, crimes you're gonna get. This is basically like Final Fantasy Freddy's security breach. You're basically committing, like,
By the way,
several felonies in one go. That's basically what you're trying to do.
Okay,
Penguin
so-
harassment right there. That's definitely going to be 2 years in prison. Destruction of property. Yeah, that's not going to be good either. But yeah, this is pretty much the swag stage. You're kind of doing the coolest thing you can in the game, which is playing Metal Gear Solid while also doing cool movement.
What just happened?
That was really weird. Did you lag warp back there?
No, I just died.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, so the lag stretch, which I tried to pull off as like kind of a mistake, but Chris quickly explained, it is an intentional mechanic in the game when you use the lag program. I think it's called hat lag, right?
Yeah, it is. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna show that later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done with this stage, and you know, just for marathon reasons, we just try and. No. I'm bad at drawing.
Mustache?
I'm bad at drawing. Okay. That's good. You know what?
That's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
We'll take that.
So,
just for the marathon.
You're playing Among Us, dude. You're trying to be Mustache Girl, imposter.
Oh yeah, I see. Wow. Oh no.
Oh god.
I'm actually.
Oh, nice.
I'm not the imposter. I swear, guys. Please don't vote me out.
Guys, vote Chris out. He's us.
And,
Anyway, before we go insane.
we're coming on to Picture Perfect. Fun fact about this stage right here: for some reason, the gravity is The gravity is changed in this stage, and only this stage for some reason. I guess it's because it takes place on the moon, but
Yeah,
please
you're on
do
the
not
moon.
count me on that. Also, I'm gonna try and land a trick called Instant Diva, as you will see at the end of this stage right here. But essentially, if you take 2 pictures at the same time and then hit a dog, yeah, I know, animal cruelty, but you gotta hit him. You will get what's called Instant Diva, which is basically that counter down there going to its max, which allows me to get the timepiece for the stage.
I just realized both of our games today has animal cruelty in them.
Yeah.
It's not that good.
Okay, we almost missed that guy. We're just gonna... And we got hit by the car, so I'm not gonna be able to make it in time, so I'm just gonna take a chill.
What he was gonna do if he managed to get it is when he hit this cat, you see his diva meter is gonna go up now. He'd skip this entire process and go to instant diva, max diva like that instantly, so he wouldn't have to wait for the timepiece and just be able to collect it immediately here. But it is very tight to get.
We're good though. We're good. And hopefully I should not get the... No, I got it! Oh my god, that's because I restarted the game, yeah. So you can set the game up beforehand so it doesn't show that message, a rare sticker has appeared, and save 4 seconds freely, but yeah, we didn't, so unfortunate.
Ooh, rift times.
Yeah, we're having the first rift of the game now, and if you have ever played Mario Sunshine, these are basically the equivalent to the, are those called bonus courses?
I don't know, but like the bonus courses you are when you're like on the colorful blocks, right? That's basically what this is.
Yeah. No, I'm supposed to do that, because then I took the checkpoint and then I can respawn up there, because otherwise you need to do a hard triple jump that is a little bit tight to make. So I tend to just play it safer there.
There's a lot of finicky tricks that that Chris knows about that I don't really have the most experience with yet, but we're gonna try to get it through anyway. And that's what's really cool about this game.
Yeah, and also these rifts are actually really cool also because they actually just give you a chance to test out your movement skills and try to effectively improve on your time in these rifts. Because the cycles are always going to be the same, so there's no RNG to it, and yeah, it's just one big obstacle course, so to say. And that was actually it for that chapter right there. We're never going to see that chapter again, so just say bye-bye to the birds and the penguins. And we're we're going to enter Subcon Forest, where this guy, the Snatcher, is going to try to sign us a lot of papers, but we don't really like that, so we're going to try and avoid him as much as possible.
And coming up is something you guys are going to recognize a little bit. There it is, the boop clip. And for some reason, the game, because you're supposed to be in that bag, Adkid's model is kind of not there.
I swear I'm there, dude. So, I'm right there. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see you. You're like John Cena.
Right there.
There's oh, okay.
That might not break the glass. It did. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, so I made this checkpoint right here. So if I hadn't made that in time, Snatcher would have caught me in his little void and forced me to sign a contract, since I entered his forest. But the other Snatcher that you just saw me skip, cancel out the first one, so I don't have to waste time on signing that first contract.
Yeah.
And here we're just gonna help these girls out by sacrificing these pictures and burning them. I missed that one, unfortunately.
They're very masochistic, those girls there. They're like, burn!
Yeah. And we're intentionally gonna take damage to set up for another skip. Oh wow, it despawned. I've never had, like, to have it despawn before.
Well, sometimes games be funky.
There we go. I'm gonna take one more bit of damage. And there we go. We're gonna take the cherry, jump on top here, and then take the shorn and wait for Snatcher. So what I'm gonna try to do here after signing this contract is that I'm gonna try and kill myself as I take the timepiece, which basically tricks the game into thinking I'm dead. But since I completed the level, I will I will have the timepiece, but be sent back to the start of this stage, which conveniently is the start of the second stage as well. So let's see if I can get this. Nice.
Nice, let's go. Good stuff.
Alright, so we just died and got the timepiece at the same time, and because we still got the timepiece, we can just freely move on to the next timepiece, which is in Subcon. Well, I just had a brain fart.
Normally you
Also,
you warp back to the ship, and there's the lag strat again coming in.
I forgot to bind jump. Since I restarted the game, it's fine.
Can you do it mid-run?
Yeah, we're gonna fix that now. Set bind T jump.
Also, something interesting to note during this is that this game you actually use both controller and keyboard. Keyboard for menuing and certain levels, like one coming up soon.
Yeah, right after Subcon wall, actually.
Yeah. So that's why he was typing there.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
So
good. Yeah.
So what I just did there was, if I force myself in between the tree and the well, the game will just kind of push me upwards because it don't think I'm supposed to be in there. Also, what you call the proxy. And I can just access the top of the well, because normally you would need what is called the Dweller hat, which I will get later on. It's a hat used to make invisible objects, so to say. How would you phrase that, Dragon? You know,
certain objects, certain objects become invisible, or if they're already invisible, they become visible.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
so you're not visible, but so you can use them. They become like solid. It's a very cool hat.
And yeah,
definitely play this game casually if you haven't, guys.
Yeah, and you can also make solid things unsolid, which we're also gonna use later. But for now, we're just gonna make our way through this well with some really cool movement. It feels so satisfying to actually do this.
Yeah, this is like the rifts, but just in a level. Yeah, it's
unfortunate. Gonna take it slow.
It's really cool when pulled off fast, but as any cool fast thing is, it's also not free of risk.
I have to grapple hook. Excuse me? This normally doesn't fail at all. There we go.
Nice, good. Bird times the charm.
And we're just gonna do a little skip there to get up faster. And destroy this ice wall and craft the ice hat.
I guess something to note about lag warping, for example, when he's using the lag strat to warp back to his last save point. He's basically making the game think that he's soft locked or in a position where he's gonna, where he can't continue. So the game just decides, okay, well, we'll put you back where you last had your save point. And this is going to be really useful later on in the run as well.
Definitely. Also, I'm going to switch to mouse and keyboard now, because mail delivery service is coming up. So so if you guys have ever seen Postman Pat, it's a little bit similar to that. I'm going to be driving around and delivering some letters for some people on so basically Snatcher just wants me to deliver a few letters to some certain people around the stage and then report back to him afterwards, and he's gonna give me this scooter as a gift actually, which we're only gonna use one time, and that's here. I really wish you used the scooter a little bit more, because wait, I did not hit that guy. Let's try one. Thanks. Yeah, I also was going to say, cool. You're only using the scooter once, which is actually quite sad, because the scooter's really cool. And traversing around. And there's one guy over here, let's see if I can snipe him. I couldn't. We're just gonna avoid that pit right there, because that's one of Snatcher's traps. If I go into that, I'm forced to talk to him and sign another contract, which we do not want. And there we go. And the last guy over here.
Good stuff. Nice.
I'm just gonna swap back to the grapple hook, because that swaps my badges, and we do not want that when we're going into the next rift.
Yeah, that's also something to mention. We get badges in this game that gives you different abilities, like the grappling hook or other cool things.
Yeah, there's a whole shop with different effects and badges and upgrades and power-ups you can get for Hat Kit. What? I've never had... What?
You're missing something? You're missing a checkpoint, right?
Apparently?
Yeah.
I've never
You can
had...
still,
I've
get to the
had-
timepiece, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. We're gonna do, we have to do Cherry Hover now. Because normally...
Okay.
Why did Snatcher catch us again? Okay. Oh, we just soft locked. Great. I've never had this happen before. Never in my entire playtime of this game.
That's actually always the case. Like, it's always something you've never experienced or something you never thought was possible that's gonna happen during your marathon run.
What do I do?
You got this, bro. Don't worry.
Think. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna take Snatcher's Trap over here, I guess. And see if that can put us back to place. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I actually want to take... That's what I did wrong. I want to take this trap right here to unlock Toilet of Doom, which is the boss we're gonna beat. There we go, and then we can quit out.
Nice.
All right, we're back. We're back on the road now. I'm so sorry for the inconvenient chat. Hope you're still enjoying the run.
This is why it's important to know backups, guys. Trust me.
Exactly.
A lot of the runners here today probably have it prepared, because things like this can happen and will happen.
Yeah, so we're not gonna do Cherry Hover. Instead, we're just gonna do the normal route. And coming up is, if any of you have actually played this game before, you will know that Queen Vanessa's Manor is not for the kind-hearted people.
Yeah, it's I think a good way to describe it is that it's more scary than any horror game that has come out, like, recently. Like, it's...
You know, you...
Like, okay, so...
No, you speak.
Yeah, like, I can talk from experience. Like, don't play this stage in the middle of the night in your bed alone with lights turned off and headphones on. Do not do that. It is a pretty damn intense level. I think a very brave move from the developers as well to include, but yeah, it's infamous for a reason.
Yeah, so for those of you unaware, this is basically a horror stage in a kid's game. You will not have any hat abilities, and this entity called Queen Vanessa will haunt you around the mansion. So if you're easily scared, I would advise not to look. So we're gonna take this Yorin and go into this hole and... Oh wait! We're at the end of the stage.
Yeah.
So, so for all of you, I'm so sorry for all of you who actually had to play through this stage casually, if you ever played ahead in time. But for some reason, the developers made a loophole to get into the end of the level and just get the timepiece immediately.
It's very, very good for speedrunning, though, so you don't have to go through all of that, both for the viewers and for the runner.
And I remember showing this to Seafood, and he was really mad at me for showing him this, because he had to go through this when he played it casually, and he hated every single second of it. Because, jokes aside, it is actually a horror stage that is pretty scary, with loud music whenever Queen Vanessa is near you, and some small things. So,
Alright, Rift.
Yeah, Rift Pipe. So here's actually a good example of the Dweller Hat. Or is that the next one? That's the next one, okay.
Oof.
So this one we're just gonna do fast. These platforms will fall down, but we're just gonna ignore that and go as quick as possible. I want to see if I can make this cycle. I cannot. Well, we're gonna
I think also the rifts are one of the places in the game where there's an insane amount of optimization, right?
Yeah.
I will have you know, I had to do this in a blind bingo. And if I knew about that skill, oh my god, that would have been so good. Ah, I hate Queen Vanessa's manner.
Yeah, I didn't know about it until Chris showed it to me either. I was like, oh my god, there is no way. I went through all of that when I could have just...
It's understandable, because the only way you can actually find that loophole is if you enter debug mode and can like kind of move around in a fourth camera position like free cam. Then you can actually see the hole in the wall, but otherwise you're not able to know it's actually there. So it's understandable. And there we go. We have the last rift of Subcon Forest before the boss, and then we're gonna go back to the first episode of the stage. Before that, wait, where am I going? Oh, there we go.
There's a lot of stuff to remember.
Yeah.
As always, you know, sometimes you forget stuff.
I sat down and practiced for 2 or 3 hours yesterday just to make sure it didn't mess up the run. And look at it now. That's the beauty of marathon runs. You never know what actually, like, will happen.
Yeah. And the wildest thing is when sometimes you find new skips during marathon runs.
Have that ever happened before?
I think it has happened before. I'm pretty sure I heard about it happening before. But it's like one of the most rare things that could happen, of course. But like, you know, that's the beauty of marathon runs. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so here we actually have a little, let's just say spoiler to what the Dweller Hat does. If you hit the spell, this green thing is gonna turn solid, and that's basically what the Dweller Hat can do. But we can always use it to our advantage whenever we got our hands on that. Which unfortunately...
Oh, look, it's giant floating cookies! Oh.
I fell down.
I don't know, man. The cookie didn't like you.
Probably.
You didn't allow cookies.
I would like to do this rift really fast, but I guess I could just play it safe for the marathon.
Hey man, to people who don't know this game, it looked really, really fast anyway. And that's the beauty of it as well. Oh, here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Ah, good.
That's the hard thing about that exact jump. You really need to space out your dives and jumps perfectly to actually make it over there. But we're gonna get it in the second time. Usually I hit it first try, but I was just unfortunate there. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, nice. That's way harder than it looks. Like, I tried that multiple times, and I couldn't even get it, like, once until, like, I don't know. It took many tries to get. So, yeah. Cool movement in this game. Also really, really good for getting faster times like that.
Exactly, and here we have the last bit of Subcon Forest, which is the Toilet of Doom. While I'm gonna do this boss, I'm gonna let Dregon talk, as he explains what I'm gonna do, because there's a little tricky strat coming up at the end of this, which makes me able to kill the boss really fast.
So, Toilet of Doom is very interesting. First of all, you're fighting a Toilet of Doom, if that is not interesting enough. Here, Chris is gonna go over to where the boss is gonna land and hit him earlier than, or hit him like as early as possible. He has those bubble attacks where you have to grab the cherry to explode him, and then he does some shockwaves here that you want to avoid, and then swing into him. Yeah, nice. He's gonna do some bubble attacks again.
Nice.
And that explosion is actually way bigger than you think, so you can actually hit him from way further away than you'd think from the visual explosion. Nice. Now the bubbles are going to spawn in the air, and he's going to have to swing into the cherry bubble.
Yeah, kind of a roulette thing. It's totally random where the cherries are going to spawn.
He's going to do that one more time.
I think we should just talk about the quick... actually, no, wait. Yeah, let's just talk about quick kill after I get this.
Yeah.
Because I would need silence for this. I need a sound cue to actually kill this boss. Let's go.
Nice! Good stuff. Good
Oh my
stuff.
God,
Okay,
yes.
so what Chris did there is you saw the toilet just falling through the floor. Now what happens here is that he balances the toilet on top of him, and then he pushes it to the edge so it falls down. And for some reason during that phase, the floor doesn't really exist for the boss. So the boss just falls until it falls so far that the game despawns it, and that makes you win the boss, and then you can collect the timepiece early. That is very, very hard to do. Good stuff, Chris.
Yeah, thanks, Tree. I was actually really nervous not to get that, but I'm
Yeah.
so happy I actually got that trick. It's not as easy as it seems. You have to go forward at the exact time to balance the toilet on the head, otherwise it will just not work. And yeah, back to the first main hub of the game. We're gonna do a new trick called ice slingshots. Or lag
This
shots
is again
for short.
using this is again using the lag mechanic used in runs,
Let's see
which
if I can-
allows you
Nice.
yeah, the lag warp there.
So
Basically,
how it works is that the ice head will make you slide on if you're standing on a sloped surface, but if you lag at the same time as you're sliding, you will get max speed, and you can release that speed to just fly all through the level.
it is really satisfying to both watch and pull off, according to what Chris has said.
It is. It feels so satisfying to do. I'm just gonna get the Shorn right here. And what we're supposed to do here is grab some gold tickets to open a vault that contains a timepiece, which we basically do. Yeah, there's nothing much to it actually, but there will be a rift after this stage that I'm pretty scared of actually.
And the hardest rift in the game, right?
In my opinion, yeah. At least for my route. Yeah, I guess we haven't touched on that yet. So this game has two different routes. You can either do toilet route, which is the one I'm doing, or you can do murder route. Murder route takes one more stage in Deadbird Studio, where you have to solve a murder mystery, and do another rift in there. While I have to do one more rift in Subcon Forest plus the Toilet of Doom. And
Nice.
I'm just gonna go here again. Yep. So this time we're just gonna head back. Let's see if I can land at the sewer.
That'd be
No
nice.
problemo, and we are into the rift.
Good. Something also cool about this stage, not the rift, but the vault stage, is you actually have different vaults in the game, or different vaults in that stage you can collect. But you just collect only the timepiece vault for the speed run. Okay, here it comes. This is the hard jump.
I'm actually really scared here. Nice. Okay, we made it.
Nice, good stuff.
Okay, so yeah, that jump is actually really tight to make. It may not seem like that, but you can easily not make it and die.
This is like rotating and stuff, so you have to time it well. And there's also a slope, so it's hard to tell how far you actually are, and you know.
Yeah. And we're gonna enter the stage where everything will break. This is the stage I'm using the lag strats the most, which is heating up Mafia Town.
Yeah. So basically the lore of this stage is that everything was peaceful, but then the Fire Nation attacked, and now Hetara Kid has to bring back peace by turning on these valves, which takes 2 hits, and then you move on to the next valve. And what Chris is doing here is he's actually routing himself. He's making sure that he doesn't land on specific surfaces, because that way he doesn't get new save states. And so he can lag warp back to the start like this by doing the thing that makes the game think he's soft locked. It just puts him back where he has last save spot. So that's very good for this stage. You use it to maneuver fast between the valves. Then he's going to go from this valve up here, and I believe he's going to do ice or lag shot here. Down to this valve. Nice, beautiful, good stuff. So he's going to go collect this valve.
We're just chilling. I can take 2 hits. I can take 2 hits, I guess.
Something interesting to talk about, I guess, is also that there is also a way to, if you can't do lag trap, for example, on Nintendo Switch, you can actually trap yourself. Oh, wait, let's see this.
Am I making it? No, I'm not. Okay.
Ah, well,
We're just gonna do the backup strat.
Yeah.
Which is fine. So basically, I was trying to hit the balloon there. If I had hit the balloon, I could just fly all the way over to this valve in one go, which does look pretty sick. And I'm gonna take one more hit there. take the valve and just die because I can still get the checkpoint.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, I was nervous for a second.
Nice, nice, nice.
And then we can jump down to this one down here. Hopefully not touch any of the save tiles, as that would put me back to that current save position. And we can lag warp back again. And we're done with the stage.
Nice. And yeah, something interesting is you lag warp on console or on PC, but if you can't lag warp, you can also be stuck under the hose or under the valve and kind of trap yourself in a specific way, whether the game also puts you back. But it's way less optimal to do when you have lag traps.
And we're just gonna collect this timepiece and randomly dash off. No? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna boop you through the floor and flat.
Because why not?
That's the beauty of the boob. It does weird things to Hat Kid. It makes her invincible. It makes her clip. It makes her move through cutscenes. You can do a lot of things.
It's just a boop.
Yeah.
Boop. That's what it does. Boop. It's in the name.
And if you guys are curious, yeah, it's just boop. What are you doing? I'm booping. And here we have Cheating Race. It's going to give us a warning that we cannot complete the stage without a certain hat, but I'm telling the game, you're lying, and I'm going to complete it anyway.
So what Chris is going to do here is he's going to deactivate auto-skippable, or activate the auto-skippable cutscenes. Or deactivate? Or
Deactivate.
Yeah, deactivate. Yeah, okay. Deactivate auto-skippable cutscenes. And what this does is normally when this race ends, you will lose. When the Mafia collects a timepiece that is impossible to collect unless you're insane, and take another route that is way harder and way more precise. But what we can do is just go down here, collect this relic, and just stay here. And for some reason, this cancels out the losing animation, or a cutscene. And because of that, we actually don't lose. And this allows Chris to just go all the way over to the timepiece now, that he should not be able to collect, and collect it early without getting the time hat, which is super, super hard to get. Like, takes a lot of time to collect a lot of yarn to get it.
Without the time hat, it's super hard to actually beat this boss.
Yeah.
You really need to master the movement of this game before you can even dare to actually go over that. Which also made it really hard for newer runners to enter, to come into Ahead in Time speedrunning. Because of that strat, there was no alternative, so you had to be. There was an alternative, but that was so slow that you kind of just had to learn how to beat the race without, without the time hat. And if we just have another rift, this one is pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna cut some corners and run it through. There's nothing special about this one actually.
I guess something interesting to mention while we're here then is that there's actually another type of rift in the game, but you don't access that in any percent, where you have to collect memory tokens, I believe, to progress through the like different levels of the stage, and they're very, very cool. I think they use them in 100%, of course, because it's 100%. So if you guys are interested in that, check out 100% or play the game casually. Those rifts can be really, really fun to play as well, but you don't do them in any percent because, first of all, they take a lot more time, and you don't need them. So
we're not
might as well just do these.
Risk it here. We're just gonna wait for the
yeah, just play it safe.
Show up. There we go.
There we go. Nice.
You can just be gone if you were not done talking, G.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of done talking about that. That's pretty much what the rift is.
So we're gonna enter the last section of the game now. While this cutscene plays out, I'm gonna craft the last hat of the game, which is the Dweller hat I talked about earlier. The one that allows us to make solid things unsolid and unsolid things solid, which makes me able to go through that door. And we're gonna take... this is the last rift. This rift, for some reason, is
the Elvis
haunted
hat, the
by
Elvis
the
birds.
Elvis birds. Yeah. So for some reason, this rift is haunted by birds looking like Elvis Presley. Change my mind, please. Like, I think I never noticed until me and Dree just sat down and he was like, "Those birds kind of looks like Elvis," and I was like, "Wait, dude, you're right."
That's so funny. It's the same way with like Queen Vanessa's Manor. I was like, wait, you can skip that? Like, it's just like through our Discord calls, we just like learn something new every day.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny.
And we're gonna enter Yakuza now. Yakuza is a really cool hub world. with
Definitely
a
the
lot
best
of
part of the game.
yeah, 100% with
Honestly.
a lot of back-to-back timepieces. So please don't blink, guys. This one is going to be a quick one.
Yeah, Nakusa is very, very cool in any percent. But also very, very cool to explore. There's so many things you can do. You can buy food, you can interact with cats, and you got metros, but instead of metros, they got cats. It's very, very funny. It's very clever, and yeah, I mean, who doesn't love cats?
I don't.
I'm not biased at all as a stray speedrunner.
Nah, never. I see.
All right,
Okay, let's see if I can
let's
hit the
go.
boop clip here.
This is really hard to do.
Ah, okay. Wait, we have another chance, actually.
Go, 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 go.
Come on. Please make me... Yes.
You got it? Nice! That is incredibly cool to do. That now he's gonna skip the entire intro stage, which you normally have to go through an entire intro sequence. He's gonna die here and respawn up here near the end of the intro sequence and completely skip it. That is very, very good.
Yeah, and that boot clip is actually really hard to land as well, because you have the moving train, and you kind of have to take into consideration how fast you're moving, how fast the train is moving. And yeah, it's a pretty hard boot clip, but yeah, it just looks so cool, and it's also really satisfying. I guess the thing with A Hat in Time is that this game is really satisfying once you master it. Also, we have, for those of you who want to see the boot clip once more, because you thought like, wait, what just happened? Well, you're in for a treat, because we're gonna do 2 more boot clips back to back here. The first one, not that hard, but the second one is pretty scary. I'm gonna never mind, I fell down. Just gonna take it back apart. Even though I don't need it. There we go. Nice. So yeah, you
Nice,
can
good
also
stuff.
jump off ledges, and if you input a boop emote at the same time as you jump off the ledge, Hatkit will enter a ledge grab state. And while you're falling down, you can ledge grab whenever on that wall and clip into the wall. And we're going to do the same thing here. The thing is, if I die here, I'm going to spawn back up again. So I really want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. Come on. Nice. We got this.
Good stuff.
And we're going to clip in here and get the
Yeah.
timers.
Nice. So he just skipped a huge platforming section down there in the yellow manhole.
That one
Good
was
stuff.
really scary.
Yeah. That's like one of the hardest blue clips in the game, right?
That is. Not one of the hardest, because each boop clip is technically the same. It's just one of the most scary ones, because there's nerfs.
One of the most scary ones,
When
yeah.
you're this far into the run, you really do not want to reset here and have to do both boop clips once again. And we're going to re-enter Yellow Overpass Manhole here. Because we got that checkpoint, we will have a new spawn point in the hub world, which allows us to okay. But it allows us to pick up 2 quick time pieces back to back here. If we cannot
Yeah,
get
just
hit by
gonna
the
jump
train.
up here quickly.
There we go. Onto this train. Not okay. Hit the sign, I guess. We're gonna jump on this neon sign. Can I make the train? Nice.
Nice. Good
And
stuff.
collect the timepiece.
No DSP time today.
We're still gonna make estimates, so I'm happy.
That's sick. That's always that's always good.
Yeah. I was really scared. I had some issues during the run, but
I'm
we're
really
still on
scared
time.
as well.
So.
But as long as we can hit estimate,
Yeah.
you know, as long as you can hit estimate, guys, in your marathon runs, don't
We-
put more pressure on yourself than needed. Just have fun.
So we're gonna basically do the
criticism.
same as the last timepiece, but this time we're gonna hit a we're gonna do a can you call it damage abuse? Damage teleport abuse?
You're
guess.
def abusing.
Yeah,
Checkpoint def abusing.
yeah, let's just call it that. So I can go up here, just fall down here, take damage, and I will teleport to another section of the game. Because for some
He's
reason,
way further up right now than
Yeah.
than you think.
because for some reason the game just think that if you were up here and had to, this would be the place you would take damage from. If that makes sense.
You
I
normally
hope it does.
have to climb super long to get up there, casually. So that's very, very useful.
And the rest should actually be smooth sailing from here.
Yeah.
We have green clean station, and then we basically have the gauntlet before finishing the game.
And here comes my favorite NPC in the game, the cats. Oh my god. I love those robot cats.
Those Roombas are like... Are they called
Roombas.
They're called Roombas, right?
Roombas. Roombas, I think, or something.
Yeah, Roombas. I don't know. They're just cute.
They're like other robotic, like, cat boys. And they're like... Oh my god, I love them. Again, not biased at all.
Okay, chill, Chris. Chill. We do not want to
Good,
fall
good.
down.
Brief.
Doing a little jump there
Go to the
and
sushi.
getting the last timepiece. I guess.
Because why not?
Yeah. And we're actually done with New Yakuza now. We can exit out and some lore or like story time here.
Yeah.
Mustache Girl has found out about the power of the timepieces. So basically, the timepieces have the power to alter the reality and go back in time, basically. So Mustache Girl breaks into a spaceship and steals every single one of our timepieces, and then alters the world to where she has the control of everything. So yeah, she helped us destroy the Mafia. Now she took over the world.
It's the bad future.
Yeah, exactly. And now we are the last hope, and we're gonna try and see if we can stop her.
The funny thing is, actually, Mustache Girl thinks she's being justified here. Like, what she's doing is she's basically trying to just control justice so that every, like, person who's committing a crime, like mafia member or stuff like that, gets punished. So that, you know, all good people can be safe. But she's being very, 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 like, strict about, like, no, if someone is a bad guy or not. And that's kind of, I like that moral of the story, that it's not necessarily, you're not necessarily a bad guy just because you're a bad guy, like viewed as a bad guy outside and like, you know, as a character. But like Mustache Girl doesn't see that. So she's actually the main enemy here, even though she thinks she's the hero.
Yeah, also look at her evil castle, like.
Yeah, I mean, it just gives off evil vibes.
Castle?
This is literally Bowser's castle. Like,
yeah,
you can't...
who the hell would have an evil castle filled with lava if you weren't evil, you know?
This is kind of...
This is the final test of the game. I like this stage a lot because it kind of puts everything you've learned throughout the game to the maximum here. You want to dive, you want to boost, you want to grapple hook, you want to do everything you can to just get through this obstacle course. And of course, since we're speedrunners, we're going to do it really fast. What were we going to say, Tree?
Yeah, just like, you know, it's also just like one long big hallway, so you can always see like the next thing that's coming next and kind of plan ahead what you want to do. And it kind of just feels like, you know, this final last sprint. Just, you know, keep going forward, you're almost at the end. And I think that's, also the music is all pretty much Bowser's Castle vibes as well.
Yeah, I never realized that actually. You're right.
It's very Bowser's Castle. Very, very classic, you know, final castle level. Works really well. And actually, playing this casually, it was actually pretty challenging the first time.
Just keep speaking if you want to, Drigan. I'm just gonna focus here. I do not want to take any damage because I'm scared of the last fight.
I guess I can mention some lore stuff, so before we end the game, you guys know what's going on here. So Hatkid has met a lot of different creatures and stuff. For example, you see here as well. There are also other places, namely like a mountain world that you don't enter in speedrunning, where there's like giant goats that you're gonna see up in a bit. That's where they're from. And also there's Arctic DLC where you're on a cruise ship.
If we have time, we're gonna show that one off.
If we got time, yeah, depends on the estimate and depends on how much we gotta rush through. That we'll hear about the staff about that. But yeah, like you have all these characters coming together in this level, like this final level. Everything's like, you know, all these enemies that you recognize are all here, so it kind of tells you this is the final level, even if you were unsure, right? And I think that's really cool. It really gives off the finale vibes. That everything you've been up against in this game so far is now here to challenge you and prove you, like you can prove yourself in this last test. And also, there's going to be some very emotional moments coming up in the final boss that are also tied together with this entire, all of these people.
So here we have all of her stone timepieces. Yeah, there's a lot. We're just going to run up here and she's going to slap us in the face. And
he's like, nah, you don't.
Yeah. And now we're in the last fight of the game. Also, can we just appreciate the soundtrack? It's actually
It's so
really
good.
great. But we're just gonna hit Mustache Girl here 5 times, I believe it is, before she enters the next phase where she gets mad at us and kind of just send us into an alternate reality. Nice.
Gets even more mad at us.
Yep. Also, real quick epilepsy warning for anyone.
Yeah. Turn off right now if you have got epilepsy.
Or, like,
Or just go.
anyone
go,
sensitive
just,
to a lot of light and flashing and
Yeah.
stuff.
Just go on another tab. Go on a new tab. But have the audio on.
Yeah, you still have to listen to the banger soundtrack. Okay, so here, this fight is actually pretty forward. Mustache Girl only have 1 of 3 attacks she can do. She can do the laser, she can do this teleport one, or she can do the one where she floats up in the air and like throws timepieces at us. And that was his first phase. The second phase here, we team up with the Mafia and the guys from the Deadbird Studio. So we're gonna have the Mafia ball on our side now, which is convenient because we can use it to hit Mustache Girl. There we go. And here we have the last attack phase, at least. I'll let her hit me there because that makes her go into this attack a little bit quicker. It's just a little optimization. So here the Buffalo and Snatcher signs a contract. By the way, I actually like the fact that Snatcher makes everyone sign a contract for every little thing he wants them to do.
Yeah. It's like his personality, the contract thing. That's something that a lot of characters in this game have. They have very, like, you know, clear personality traits that is instantly recognizable and memorable as well. There's also a whole backstory with Snatcher and Queen Manessa that is very touching, so another good reason to play the game casually.
Alright, a few more hits and we should get, and we should be safe. That was last hit, yes!
Nice.
Alright, so here, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna shut up and let you guys enjoy this moment, because this is actually really handsome.
Those Mafia lads, so foolishly brave. But what's the point of living if I ain't got me train anyway? Alright, DJ Grooves. The two of us are gonna help this little hot lass. Get ready. This angry red lass needs...
So yeah, everyone is coming together, making me invincible, to be able, to make me able to save the world. It's actually quite touching. Everybody's just offers their life for me to be able to save the world. And here, yeah, Mustache Girl is gonna go crazy, just throw out attacks all the way, and some of her attacks are upgraded a bit as well.
But we don't care about that because we got unlimited life.
Nice. Come on.
Another thing to add is, of
minutes.
course, these guys know that when Hatkid beats Mustache Girl, time is going to be reverted and they're going to be restored. Kind of like funny, it's kind of fourth wall breaking because they know they're in a video. They kind of like, you know, we're in a video game, we're going to be restored anyway.
Alright, I don't know who's controlling the IGT, the time on stream, but we're coming up on time in just a few seconds. As soon as I'm grabbing that ball right there, we're in time. And time.
Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. I was actually clapping there, but I don't think my mic picked it up.
I mean, I'll clap for you.
I just don't want to like suddenly have like everybody's ears bleed, but yeah. Good stuff, Chris.
55-44, barely under my original estimate.
Yeah.
We had
like...
some mistakes all over the run, but I'm actually happy. Also, we golded the gauntlet at the end. Fun fact.
Yeah.
For those of you who wanted to know, you cannot see my splits, but we did.
That's nice. I mean, as you said, you had some mistakes in there. You had some stuff you had to recover from, but you recovered and you still hit estimate. Which
Also,
is really
I
nice.
want to take the time here. We have the estimate extra, So I want to take the time here in chat. I'll let you vote. Should we give a timepiece to Mustache Girl so we can give her the power to beat the Mafia once again? Because basically we reverted time before entering the Earth here. Well, kinda. I want to ask you guys out there, if you're still with me, should I lend Mustache Girl a timepiece for everything that
I'm
she
gonna
has
be
done?
biased here and say yes.
You know what? Let's do it. Whatever.
We got 2 yeses now.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Drumbash is saying yes. Based Anik.
This is just wholesome, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's pretty
Something
touching.
about the music and just the cutscene of her being happy, everything is back to normal. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. This was A Hat in Time 80%. And I will say, while I have your... while I do have some time, please stay seated, because the next one coming up is Dragon with his Ratchet and Clank. Also, I believe 80%? No.
Yeah, 80%. Yeah.
And that's going to be a treat to watch. So please don't go anywhere. We're just going
And
to watch
Chris is
the
gonna
last...
stay here for it.
Yeah, I'm going to help Dragon out with that as well. And we're just going to watch the last bit of this cutscene right here, if we have time, of course. If not, just tell me.
The Chungus Among Us runs today. Chungus Among Us duo. Chungus Ungus duo.
Yeah. And we just boom him off into space. See ya, guys.
Yeah.
We had a great time. Hopefully I'll see you guys next run. I mean, I will. During the game, of course. So, what does time say, Seafood?